Sorry, I had to. The gotcha puns are off the chart. Little gamba. But anyway, Chuck, I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. No one else feels our pain because they're not able to spin. If you want to, you should go get some of the Zuki assets so you can participate. So yeah, just saying. But anyway, that we're not an Azuki only show, so we're just gonna keep moving. And some people have said that. I'm just gonna start saying this every fucking day now. We just have very supportive community members when it comes to. I'm sorry that your community sucks at supporting you. My community does a great job. Azuki supports Azukis for real. So kind of sucks to suck.
We also support.
Yeah.
We also support Keanu Reeves. Whose shirt is this anyway? Yes, look at this man. Look at all those different roles he played, and I'm wearing them on my body. It's weird.
He is the goat. He is the goat. But no, in all seriousness, I always thought that was funny because I've seen plenty of spaces that was apes only. You don't see me being like, well, there's obviously an ape only show. No one's gonna get up on stage there. But anyway, I digress. We shall move on. We have A-Phone joining us in about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to start and segue the discussion there. But until then, we're going to kind of jump into what's going on right now in the general marketplace. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about, and shout out to Benny here, we talked a little bit about understanding the difference between what you have conviction in and what others have versus what others have conviction in, right? And more so because it's essentially your conviction versus the market conviction, what everyone's talking about, what everyone's participating in whatever way that they are. And so what we have a hard time doing is switching off our conviction so that we can go participate in that conviction, right? And so we kind of end up staying stuck with a little bit of resentment for no other reason than we've done it to ourselves, right? There's no reason why we can't go ahead and participate. Obviously, unless your liquidity is pretty low, right? And I've been there. I've been that person sitting the sidelines for like months because I was like, this fund is going to the moon, and then it arrived. So that's great. All good things. So anyway, point being is, sorry. I don't know what I'm on today, but I'm on something. Might be the 2 coffees in 1 cup kind of vibe, so maybe that. But anyway, point being is we're seeing a lot of people show resentment on the timeline because they stuck all their conviction too much into one thing that is taking its time to grow, right? And so that's why we always say practice, practice good financial routines, habits, and whatnot when it comes to that. And so anyway, all that to say, it does seem like right now the market condition is all pointing towards Blast, right? Just Blast, period. Everyone is loving Pac-Man. At the same time, here's the thing, and Easy said this too, which kind of make me feel like it's a double reverse psychology whammy. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Everyone is saying, oh, Blast Gold is diluted. Oh, that's probably better if I don't participate. While others are saying, well, because they're saying that means it's probably going to be good. But now, is it a double reverse back? Because it's kind of like you have an equal balance of people, right? And I'll give you another example, and then I'll throw it over to Shotgun real quick. You had people saying the same thing about Overworld, where they were like, we're going to get airdrop a bunch of tokens that's worth our NFTs and more. So we should hold it. And then they never got it. So when you have everyone saying the same thing, just like when we were in the bear market and people were like, Ethereum's going to hit $500. It's going to. There's no doubt. The technical analysis, this, and that. The wet dog into the pumpkin spice dildo, whatever the fuck it was, right? It never hit. It barely went past 950, right? And then it bounced back up, and we never saw below $1,000 ever again since we're still way above that now. And so if everyone's saying it, it's probably better, safer habits to try to put yourself a little bit above that. So I'll give you an example. And then, again, I'll throw it over to Shotgun. This is just another example. When Ethereum hit 990, I DCA'd in, right? I was like, cool, I'm gonna DCA in whatever I've got left. And then it went down to 950 and then bounced right back up. So I only missed it just slightly off the mark, but more or less, I did get below that $1,000 mark. And a lot of people also did as well. But a lot of people missed it because they were waiting for that 500, $800 market. So that's something to think about when you're approaching your trades. You don't have to be super intricate. You just have to know that if you're seeing the sentiment the same across the board, that's an indicator on its own. Shaka, go ahead.
Whoa. Oh,
Bro, wait, hold on. Did you notice how Big Nose wearing that cap? And he's like, I gotta cover my gigantic forehead now. I can't take it anymore.
I just haven't. That's wild, dude. Number one, that's offensive. And number two, I just didn't have the opportunity to do my hair, and it's you guys want to see like the Q-tip that is my hair right now? Like, I mean, what's going on here, right? So like, let's cool off, all right, guys. Jesus Christ, I'm late. I'm being made fun of. Like, what's new though? You know?
Bro. Big No, you were missed in the beginning. You were missed in the beginning. I missed you. I'm glad we're here now. But real quick, Sire, you had your hand up and you took it down. Stop playing my feelings.
That's the real Backmo millionaire, though. Like, you guys keep memeing saying that I got bags of Backmo. Like, that's the generational wealth.
That boy ripped, Woo!
Bro, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of people who could hold it. Like I couldn't hold it. I had to take profits because I needed it. I needed to use that for like bills and stuff. But man, I wanted to hold it like you, shotgun, and like everybody else holding it because that stuff is really going up and people believing in it. And for like I wanted to say something when Songs was talking about sentiment, like how people like watch the market and everything and try to make moves. A lot of times, like I only do good when I don't care what everybody else is doing. Like a lot of people was like hold the blast. I mean the pack moon. You know what I'm saying? Hold it. But bro, I needed bread. So like the moves I make, like they gotta be based off like my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can't hold it if I need that shit. And you know what I mean? When I was cashed out, I was able to shoot some videos or do this or that, and it'll come back. But you gotta be on your like in your own lane. You gotta stay in your lane and not crash out, bro. Because a lot of people they're gonna be like, oh, hold it, hold this. But you know what I mean? We all got different things we gotta go by.
I love it, dude. I couldn't agree more. If I had just held my my pack as well, I would also be up a lot more than just the nice dinner money that I cash out for. I don't know. I'm annoyed,
Bro,
bro.
that shit went crazy. My $900 is now 3,000. I don't know how that happened, but it
Bro,
just happened.
please stop talking
Yeah.
about it. You're gonna give me a heart attack, bro.
No. Hold on. I
Oh,
just
yeah,
have.
my $900 went to $100 now.
Yeah, 100%. Agreed. But also, fuck everyone and their new holder mentality. Fuck you guys. 2021, I was all about it. I was like, I'm holding everything. I'm holding my back. I'm holding them all. I'm holding it. I got it all. I got it. And then you know what? Everyone was like, "Oh, dude, you got to get out of that mentality. You got to stop that. You can't be a bag holder. Not in this. Not in this industry. Not in this industry." And then the whole bear market, when the bull comes back, we all flipping up as the millionaire. Blah 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 blah. Right? And then it comes. That's just me making fun of them. I have to that's the dramatic pause, shocking. Take theater. No, but in all seriousness. And then on top of that, you be like, cool, ordinals. Let's flip it. Let's do it. We're gonna flip it to 1 Bitcoin. And then what happens? Everyone held, and they all made more money.
Okay, do runes now. Do runes.
I want to see Sandra flip.
What?
How much can I pay you to do a flip on the timeline? Like, I'll buy you a trampoline and everything.
Girl, I'm too thick to be doing insurance right now. Okay, I gotta drop like 40 pounds. You gotta give me like a few months here. Okay. But no.
Okay, so when I see you in LA, you'll be ready.
If Shotgun gets his shit settled, then yes, you'll see me in LA. Which, by the way, Tails, you may need to move your flight. We don't know yet. But anyway, point being is, I just genuinely want to say to everyone, fuck you. You couldn't just let us go through one flip market for a second. So we all flip and then we go back to the whole, like now I'm just sidelined because I flipped. But I was sidelined before because I was holding. Y'all need to make up your fucking mind. Anyway, Shaka. Yeah. Shaka, go ahead. You got your hand up.
Oh, poor Yoda. Stop fighting my bags.
Nah. Get Izuki down to 1.5, bro.
Wow.
Send it lower.
Wow.
Yeah. Flood harder. Lower. But no, I real quick, I found some runes in one of my wallets. It was worth 0.03 BTC. I almost cashed it out. Almost. I said, you know what? I forgot about this. So I'm just gonna erase it and hope that it RSIC? RSIC. What? Suck my dick. Suck my dick, Chaka. No! I refuse to be Clemente. I will not be the counter trader. No, look. I don't want to make A-Phone regret being here. I'm trying to get them up on stage. I'm texting them to be like, what profile are we looking out for? Let's make sure, we get them requested up on stage soon, because we want to start that discussion in about 5-7 minutes at the very latest. But first, I want to ask my co-host to change the title to something clickbaity, so people are excited to be here and not just like, what's the espresso shot? Huh? So maybe we do that. Repost the space though, comment and bookmark if you don't mind. Show a little bit of love, help us get some discoverability out there. Ask us some questions. Tag us, myself, Shotgun, or Big Nil. How to count would be here, but right now there's no space, but also because both of my phones are charging. Well, one of them is, the other one's on 30%. So we may have to reconnect at some point during this space. I don't know yet. We'll find out. But that being said, let's go ahead and repost the space. Again, questions that you have, whether they're for a phone or whether they're for other things, tag us, let us know. We'll ask them. We're not afraid to do that. There is no questions off limits. Well, maybe some, but you guys already know. But Shotgun, Gary, you got your hand up. What you thinking? So the way I've been navigating it is the what's the word? The frugal approach, right? Meaning I've only ever allocated point to eat to this whole thing. I don't think I'm gonna put in more just because I don't have a ton of liquidity like you would like most people would believe. But so I only ever put point to Ethan. I only ever opened 2 packs. I bought 1 card yesterday and I bought a Farouk card that was a common for 0.06. Mostly because I know Farouk has the reach. I know that he has the, he's motivated enough to do it. Obviously, also because, nice little thing is we are also partner up with Vug Radio. So, I'm helping the homie out as well, but point being is I think there's something to be said for you can tell where some people that are ready to tweet more. Like when it started, you know what Jen did? She literally, I said it yesterday. She posted back to back to back to back to back video bangers. Like I'm talking at minimum within an hour or two, 200 likes, 100 comments, whatever. Not botted, legit. However, she did start getting botted. And so it is a weird form of sabotage because it doesn't necessarily.
I told everybody. I've been saying it.
Yeah. Chris, what were you going to say?
Oh, I just said I told everybody. I was right. I've been singing Jen's praises from the jump. So
Yeah,
I'm right.
She was one of the like 2 to 3 people you could nerd out with, and she actually understood you. So I don't
No, I just hang out with her because she's cool people, but I don't speculate on my friends. Not really, unless it's Sansa. I would for sure sell her. If I could make money selling him off to like a circus in Bulgaria, I'd do it.
So here. And now the gatekeeping has begun. I will never tell Shotgun my trades. I will never tell Shotgun when I buy something. I will never tell Shotgun when I sell something. Oh. I will just solely keep it all to myself. We're back in Sarah, baby. Woo! If you don't know what I'm talking about, then
I've been here long enough.
New here. So welcome to the A-Phone totally requests being here. Shout out to Andrew who's behind that account right now. That's it. All right. So this is what I want to do here. First things first. One statement about Fantasy Top. We're gonna put a little pin in it. We're gonna talk with A-Phone, and then we're gonna come back to it right after. Segue out of the discussion. So, to me, Fantasy Top is a very happy medium of SocialFi. Yes, there's a fantasy sports side attached to it, and I'm gonna be 100% upfront for those of you that don't know. I fucking hate watching sports. I hate participating in any sort of like, oh, football. Super
Where's
Bowl.
my
I only
thumb?
watch the Super Bowl for the commercials. I legit wait for the commercials. I'm on my phone during the game. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I look up, I'm like, oh, great throw. But that's about it. It's not that I don't appreciate the players' hard work. Totally get that. It's just not for me. I have too
You know
much
what
ADHD.
I love when people that give a shit about throwing and catching balls and like getting them in hoops and touchdowns and shit, when they see you say something like, "Oh, that was a great throw," and they're like, "Oh my god, you know football? Like what the fuck? You don't. This is not like some deep intellectual thing. A man caught a ball and I said good catch. Sports is not different. I don't know.
So
My take.
I'm not really saying that. So I say all that to say, for a little bit of context of that, it's not really the fantasy sports side of it that attracts me to Fantasy Top. It's more of the happy medium of socialify and speculation for other people to do on their own, right? AKA, this is a necessary medium. Fantasy Top, in my opinion, is playing a very necessary medium that Friend Tech could not. Friend Tech was too direct in a sense of, if you were offering perks and benefits, then little tough, because you're personally the one responsible for it. Now, if you ever get tired, unmotivated, depressed, and you want to step away for a second, tough fucking luck. So to me, this is where Fantasy Top plays that happy medium. For, I like how April laughing like, yeah, tough fucking luck. But like, just more so like saying I think it's a happy medium, and I think it's going. I agree with Clemente that it's probably not going anywhere anytime soon, and I think that people still fading it now are going to be coping similar to how people with Pac Moon were coping from season 2 to season 3, and even a little bit from season 3 to now, right? So just something to think about. For context, the top 10 people got like anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000, right?
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
God damn.
Bro, be careful. Sire might come out of Brazil to kill you for saying that out loud. I'm yeah. Definitely not Sire. He was able to see the top before the top happened. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing, and then Andrew, I promise we're gonna go to you in a second. Beeple said, "Fuck all y'all. Give me back my $100,000 that I am entitled to." For those of you that don't know, people gave up his airdrop of $44,000 before this person that went in hard with $350K into the Pac Moon coin. People said, "Get me my money! Get me my money back."
Damn.
And everyone's like, it's ours now, people. So yeah, sounds like people might be going a little bit harder now. Season 4. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Anyway, Andrew, we're gonna put a pin in it. Andrew, I want to go over to you. I want to check in with you. Where's your regret meter right now on being of espresso shot?
Here.
100%, 89, 69. Yeah, we can hear you. You're good.
Ever. Yeah.
You didn't get why there was a huge forehead that just showed up on screen. That's what they kill us like with his dad off. But Andrew, first of all, I'm happy that you're enjoying this. That makes me happy. What I want to do is this. I want to start off with basically anywhere from 30 seconds to 35 seconds hits real quick. What is a phone? I know right now, it is hinting on Magic Eden. I mentioned this morning as well because I'm interested. I'm ready to participate. And so I wanna throw this to you. 30, 45 second pitch real quick on what a phone is. And a reminder to everyone who's listening right now as we speak, the mint is live. So we're gonna make sure to pin that up on top so you guys know where to go. 0.2 soul, $30. That's it. $30. It's if you can't spare $30 real quick to be a part of this, I don't know what you're doing. And I do a good job of calling out phones. I'm just saying. I got the Solana phone when it's $1,000, made $4,000 off of it. I'm just saying. Not financial advice. But Andrew, over to you. 30, 45-second pitch. What you got, my man? Oh wow.
Let's go.
Jeez. Sheesh. Wait, hold on. Where's the
No.
applause button? Right here. Bro, your favorite project could never do a pitch that efficient and fast,
Nope.
straight to the point with intention.
Nope.
You can't tell me otherwise. So Andrew, I love that. Shout out to you for explaining it like that, because there are a lot of people who would look at the profile and for like 5 seconds be like, I don't get it. But you did that in 30 seconds immediately. So real quick, before we go into, I want to remind everyone, the speakers, we do have a little bit of a full stage. So if we end up rotating anyone out, don't be shy. Right now, we're good. We should be fine. But if you end up getting rotated out at any point, just know it's not personal. We're just trying to make room because we want questions to keep flowing. So if anyone does have questions, just raise your hand. Don't be afraid to ask. We got them here for another solid 20 to 25 minutes. So let's get into it. Big Nail, Shotgun. If you guys have any questions, feel free to come up and just go for it. Again, this is something that's super interesting to me because I think, we've seen a lot of people try. We obviously had the Solana phone as well, trying to be like kind of that Web3 decentralized phone. And then I tried to do spaces on the Solana phone, only realized you can't do it on spaces. You can't request to speak. So that's great. Anyway, Shotgun, go ahead. What you got?
Mm.
Yo, it's one of the things that I actually was super interested in. I'd love to hear a little bit about it too. Is the feature where like you don't have to worry about if you're traveling, like having that VPN to go with you. So like if I'm using this thing and I go to Hong Kong again, I don't got to go find a guy who doesn't speak English to buy a chip for my phone and then figure out how the fuck to connect that and then read Chinese so that I can activate it. You could actually just use my phone that has this. Can you walk me through that? Like, how does that work for bozos that don't speak Mandarin? That's nice. Nice. Could I like watch Netflix so I could see the shit that doesn't come out here? And I just watch like the UK version.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. What about Jersey? If I go to Jersey, will I be able to communicate with the locals, or will I be still shit out of that?
Just no answer at all. He actually can't confirm. We're working on that. That's in V2.
Real quick, random. We skipped over you. I didn't. I saw that, and then your hand went down. So I'm gonna go to you real quick, and then we'll go over to Big No and then DEA. But what you got?
Motherfucker.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Fucking Chris, man. Fucking Chris.
Does that work?
Yeah, and because I was actually wanting to ask, and I was gonna save it for a little bit later, but it was gonna be my question was gonna be more of like, what can people expect once they mint this? What's the next step? And that's sort of like, I think that's something that people, when they're not listening, they kind of seem to overskip that. So let's do like a quick little refresher, just really quickly, Andrew, if you don't mind, of the sense of what happens once people press that mint button, they have it. What's the next step for them? What can they expect realistically, as opposed to just, oh, I minted, cool, now what? So like, I wanna hear from you. What can people expect once they do mint that?
Word.
Yo, dog, I heard you like phones, so I put a phone inside your phone for your phone. If
God
no
damn
one gets that
it.
reference, god damn, I'm old. God damn. No, but Andrew, I like that, and thank you for explaining that clearly. I think, again, the reason I brought that question up is because I see some comments, and I want to make sure that gets cleared
Oh
up for
my
anyone
god.
wondering about that in the first place and clarified. But Big Nail, you had your hand up for a minute, my man. What you got?
I started laughing too hard at the Randy Jackson reference. That was really funny. So, all right, that's good. Relative. Sorry if you're too young for that joke. But want to ask about partnerships, right? Because I feel like a lot of this is going to rely on making sure that you all set up really effective connections in the ecosystems, dApps that want to hop on and utilize you as like a primary provider, like all those kind of details that go into it. So want to see like which direction you are taking that on. Obviously, the Magic Eden partnerships is super bullish in that sentiment, but anything that kind of applies more directly to the product itself and ways that you all are handling that.
Wow.
No, very Very cool. No, I think it's a great way to approach it because obviously, like user acquisition in this, you all are having a lot of success already with like the original generations that you all had sold. But then obviously pushing out the mint, and now you're looking at more partnerships and seeing how it can best be handled. So I think it's a really great way to approach it because it's going to allow people to jump in and have a great user experience right off the rip, right? If it's wallets they're used to, if it's different dApps they're very comfortable jumping into, then it'll make it that much more clean and the experience overall. They'll come back to it, right? It won't just like sit on the shelf. It'll be actually something they think about utilizing. So makes a ton of sense on my side. We got a couple hands up. Want to approach the hands? See any questions on that side, ladies and gentlemen? Again, make sure that we're following along with number one, all of our speakers, but obviously A-Phone here today, as they are the primary conversation point. So I want to encourage all of our individuals to dive into it deeper. Obviously, the Magic Eden Launchpad is live as well. So if you're looking to acquire, it's a 0.2, so very affordable price as well on that side. So very effective way to jump into something new and see and take it for a test drive, right? So I will kick it down to DEA, and then we'll have Tails next.
Yo, for a not technical guy, you are crushing this, bro. My guy is so articulate with the way he answers questions. I don't know if anybody else knows, but everybody in this space sucks at communication, and this guy doesn't. So, fucking hats off. I'm not gonna take my hat off, but you know.
And on top of that, you speak well too. I think that's something that a lot of people are afraid to say out loud. You know, okay. Don't cover your face like that, Chris. Okay, we all know. I'm not gonna say name because I'm not that.
You know what else? He talks good. Yeah. Fucking stupid.
He talks gooder. No, but I mean that more in the sense of that there are a lot of people who do not put a priority or enough of a sense of importance on who is speaking, right? If people have a hard time understanding what's going on because of the way it's being spoken, and on top of that, with what you're saying, it's a talent in its own. So, Andrew, I want to applaud you on that because not enough people get enough love for that. So, Tails, you got your hand up. Let's throw it over to you. What you thinking? Change his PFP for the 5th time today. Awesome. Tails. Yeah, he's changing his PFP as he's coming off mute, so it's taking him a while to get to that mute button. Unmute.
I was so excited for Unhinged Tails, and now we're not going to get it.
Yeah. He was this morning. He was all like, "Oh, pink hair swad. Oh." He has this PFP for like 5 minutes. What? Yeah. We just gave him a whole minute to come off mute and say something, and he hasn't said anything. So we're just gonna move on with our lives right now. We still have Andrew here for a solid another 5 to 7 minutes. So I want to remind everyone one more time: if you do have a question, shoot your hand up. Go ahead and ask it. Andrew, I actually want to throw this to you real quickly because we've been throwing questions at you. We've been saying this and that. I want to kind of ask you. So far, is there anything we've missed the mark on when it comes to the question and that you do want to bring up and kind of put in a little bit of an emphasis on? And I want to remind everyone just one more time, if you haven't gone up to the Jumbotron, the link to Magic Eden is there. If you just scroll over one post, it's the Magic Eden link that you can click on to go ahead and mint. Again, $30, super easy. It's if you're not interested, then I don't know what to tell you. You need to get a little big brained. Unlike myself. And apparently we are on a billboard, which I just found out about 15 seconds ago.
Yeah, we do billboards on Espresso Shot, just so everybody knows. Hit me up. I'll send you my address. You can just pay me. Okay?
Yeah. Cool. But anyway, that's pretty fucking cool. But besides that, because I want to stay on task here, I want to throw this over to you, Andrew, again. Just is there anything you specifically want to put an emphasis on that we haven't talked about so far?
Poor, like me.
Poor.
That was awesome. Good job.
Don't worry, Andrew. Let me say it for you. Let me turn on the megaphone for you. Instead, you're all
poor.
poor. That was good. Fuck am I doing here? But no, I actually have a couple thoughts. One is I like what you were saying about maybe three. One is I like the way you're saying about the regulation side of things because we are seeing that a lot, right? And for example, one such example is the stigma that's weirdly still attached to NFTs, despite the very obvious use case, right? One being concert tickets, another one being flight tickets, whatever, so on and so forth. Um, Exit liquidity. There's a lot of utilities here. Um, but and then Google Play Store has required for people to say you have to classify whether this game or app has an NFT asset involved, which kind of shoots us in the foot when we're trying to go for mass adoption a little bit, right? And so
Boo.
I like that, for the kind of the not regulating as hard, where maybe more friendly regulating is the way to go because now we can say, well, hey, this is a collectible, not just an NFT, because people think NFTs, they think scam immediately without even giving it a chance. And so that's one thought. Second
Beanie
thought, what I'm hearing
babies.
is 8-Bone wants to be in a special shot sponsor for a few months so we could talk about. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I forgot what the third thing is, but I really like the direction that was going in the sense of like mass adoption and being able to take that to the next level of. Oh, sorry, I remember the third thing. ADHD. Am I right? Are you worried about it being too accessible? I know that sounds weird to say, but does that make sense? Does that question make sense to you? Or are you kind of like, yo, what the fuck does that mean, Sansa? I want to get your thoughts on that. Well said, my man. Well said. We got 2 hands up. 2 hands up. Tails is back. Let's see if he comes off mute within 5 seconds. There we go. There we go. What you got, my man?
Fucking stupid.
Tails and Snoods are at trouble.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tails,
yeah.
don't worry. Your news won't. Everything will be fine. But yeah.
What? That's crazy.
I love the way that Andrew came out with that question.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, that was my favorite one. No, but Andrew, that fucking love you, man. So what I want to do here is real quick. I want to go over to Josie, and then we're gonna go to Andrew for closing remarks on a phone, and I'm gonna ask Andrew a question about Fantasy Top after that. So, Josie, what you got?
Okay, my question is, can I be your guys' Jared when you need someone to do promos and like go, oh, can you hear me now? Okay, good. Because like I would love to be like the flow of a phone. Like I volunteer myself as tribute. Because honestly, that's the only reason why I had my hand up. But yeah, hi. Well, here you go. I'm Jocks. I like socks. So here, I will mark it for you. I like making joking videos. And like I said, I will be in a pool with a margarita going, can you hear? Well, not a margarita because I hate tequila. But yeah, you get what I mean.
I love it. I love it. We'll all just take shots here. And Andrew's like, Jesus, I gotta write this down. I gotta write this down. No, but no, I love that. I actually forgot about the commercial. It was always ironic to me because obviously everyone knows I have a hearing disability, born deaf, and all that. So it's always that commercial was always funny for me because like I literally lived that. Can you hear me now? Huh? Can you hear me now? What? Oh yeah, I can hear you now. And it's like I got 2 hearing aids. I'm yeah, I can hear you. I'm good. But anyway, Andrew, I want to throw this over to you. Is there any closing remarks that you have I mean, I think we had a great discussion. We got plenty of speakers asking questions, wanting to know what's up. Again, just one more time. Magic Eden, the Mint is live right now as we speak. It is live for another 22, 23 hours, give or take some. I don't know off the top of my head right now. So you guys can go Mint right now. $30. Super simple, straightforward. Check out their website. It presents all the information there if you haven't already. And in this discussion, I feel like we really clarified a lot of the questions that some people have. So please feel free to listen back to this. If you are listening back to this right now, leave a comment in the spaces. Let us know how you felt about it. We want to know. We want to hear from you. But Andrew, any closing remarks from you on this discussion? And then I'll throw you a fantasy top question after this.
It's because me. Just me.
Yeah, him. Oh, him. Wait, him. How do I point it? Which way is he? Oh, he's right there.
Yeah, no, thanks for being here, man. And thanks for thanks for being a trooper. There are some people who come through and we come out hot, we come out hot as you saw today.
I think we need to have this dude teach elevator pitches. Like, we just need everybody to show up on the same day. Like, everybody shut the fuck up. My guy's going to talk. He's going to say something concise, intelligent. He's only going to take 15 seconds to do it. And he's better at it than all of you. We got to set that up.
I can't say whether Andrew's up for hire for that, but Espresso Shot's going to poach him for a bit. So we'll let you know when he's ready. By he, I mean us. But now, Andrew, I want to throw a question at you. Do you have any exposure at all to Fantasy Top? What we were talking about earlier. Are you, I know we were talking about the Solana and we were talking about Apo and all that, but what do you have any exposure at all to Fantasy Top? What are your thoughts on it? If you do have any, no pressure at all. Just kind of want to casually throw that your way. Yeah, no, don't worry. I think I might be one of a few people here that are also holding. Just because I wanted to try and participate in Blast in some way, shape, and form, and that was the up and coming thing then. It still is now, but I agree, and I think it's interesting, and to kind of take the discussion to the next level, which kind of a refresher from yesterday, is that we are seeing people still going the friend tech route, which means that it doesn't mean what Friend Tech did was necessarily wrong. I think it wasn't the right delivery method, because again, it still comes back to the problem of, if I am tired or my life situation changes or I can't be as active because of so and so, then I'm kind of fucked, because all of a sudden my key price going down, my holders are mad at me because I needed to sleep for more than 6 hours, or I needed to sleep for more than 3 hours, and vice versa. It's just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do, right? To me, that's what kind of Fanny Top solves, is that problem. It's not necessarily, hey, you buy the card, you get a private chat. Some are choosing to do that, some are not. And so some are going that friend tech route anyway, where they're promising some perks and benefits if you hold the card. Others are just straight up being way more active than normal. Zeneca is a great example. I have my noties on him, and he doesn't. It was like, once every couple days, maybe even a couple times, just a few times a week, whatever. And now this man is going off multiple times a day, right? He's excited. He wants to participate. He's, he's back kind of vibe. So like, I think it is interesting with the creative outlets and paths that we're seeing these people that have a card taken. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. This is the exciting part. I think this is where SocialFi starts to evolve a little bit. Right guy was saying it this morning. He's like, can we just like stop going on multiple different outlets and all just like, can we just go to what's already there? Because this man is on Warpcast. He's on fucking if there's money being made there, he's there, right? And in a good way. Like it's just like he's like, yo, like what's up, Fantasy Top? Why can't we just go to those? And meanwhile, the rest of us are kind of like, fuck Warpcast. We're going over to Fantasy Top. But no, I think right now there is a little bit of a dilution of attention when it comes to that. But at the same time, same beat, we are starting to see social evolve here. Because this is I always talk about a happy medium, right? And I'll stop right after the sentence, go over the engineer. I really do think that we do not want full decentralization, right? And I say that not in a negative way. I just say that in a way of like we've seen meme coins that come out that are super racist, right? That is what decentralization allows. A lot of people got made uncomfortable because of that. They didn't want to participate in the space as much. But I really do think there's a happy medium between full decentralization and full centralization, where there's some sort of accountability, but not so much so that it's so strict and so like rigid where you can't really do anything with it. So that to me is what Fantasy Top is right now when it comes to social fi. So that's my TED talk. But the engineer, I want to throw it over to you. What you got? This guy, this guy. That's so polite. It was such a polite way of saying, "Hey, I didn't really listen to everything else that was being said earlier, so I just wanted to come up and ask one more time." No, I'm just kidding. But no, real quick, actually, I do have a thought here, because I was trying to put Fantasy Top on my phone, and so actually, this might be about. I don't know if this is a good question or not. So Andrew, feel free to tell me to shut the fuck up. But
Do that.
for example, Fantasy kind of tying both topics in together now. Fantasy Top. When I tried to do it on my iPhone, in the sense of trying to put the app on my phone, it had me going like, oh, at the home screen instead of just like straight up being able to go to it and use it. Do you think that essentially a phone solves that, or is that still like just kind of a first world issue that I just need to get over?
Yeah. First world issue.
Amazing, amazing. All right, well, you all heard it here First, iPhone is taking over and acquiring iPhone. So congrats to Andrew. Really, really happy for you. It's about time that someone put Apple in their place. It's about time. It's about time. I'm so excited for you guys. On that note, we're available for hire. We're up for sale for $1 million, a special shot company. We'll keep working for you, all that good stuff. Just really looking forward to that acquisition. No, I'm just kidding. But real quick, because Big Nil, you came in a little bit in the middle of the discussion. I kind of want to get your thoughts. I don't know if you ever really gave your thoughts on fantasy top besides the obvious dad joke there. But what you got, my man? What are you thinking? What are your general thoughts right now when it comes to this socialify medium that we're encountering?
Yeah, so I think this is one of those instances, and I think that we've been beating this one to death yet, but we are nearing death of this horse as far as how much we've talked about it. But what I will say is we do still operate in such a small market, right? If they're focusing on what we do in this day-to-day ecosystem, it's very interesting to see that they're basing an entire point system around it. Like it's just very like Web3 focused. And I think that is there a sustainable method where this continues on and they have enough user basis for it to be worth the long-term effort? That's where I like kind of see like where it falls, right? Like and it's trends, right? That's what we see with all these kind of different social fly aspects and everything involved here. Does it have legs and does it make sense for a long-term user basis? And I haven't jumped in yet. I know a lot of you all are kind of like in and out of it a little bit, trying to do what it is, but instantly, usually what we see with these things is it pops off for the first few weeks. People have opportunity to make money, and then it kind of fades. So hoping for the best, right? And I hope that this is an avenue for people to grow and find avenues to make more dollars and cents out here. But at the same time, I'm very wary of how many. I mean, we've seen this. What is it, like the fifth or sixth different platform that we've seen people jump into on the side. And I trust them all at different varying levels. Like I'm pretty bullish on the arena because I've talked to Jason directly, and I feel very confident in what they're doing. Just not as much connected on this side of it, so just kind of wary of diving in too deep myself.
I love it. Yeah, I think it's interesting. Again, we've heard Jason talk about his big picture for SocialFi and how right now the concept of SocialFi is still just a baby. We're still figuring it out. And I mean, for all we know, the actual SocialFi could break out into its own thing in the sense of there's social media for consumers, just regular doing your own thing, and then there's SocialFi for creators who are genuinely trying to monetize in a very honest way, right? Dishonest for some people, but like just
and they have to also suck at regular social media. There's that.
Yeah, but Chris, don't you think that if someone like who just does top-notch content, if they go to SocialFi, they could make a fucking banger?
She doesn't represent the creators that suck on SocialFi. She's like the carrot that the person waves. They're like, you could be like Jen. I'm like, no, Jen's fucking dope. You're not Jen.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this. One thing that a lot of people aren't taking notes from Jen on is the fact that she found a niche and she stuck with it so much to the point where she just absolutely beat it to death, right? In the best way possible. Like she did multiple videos on it. She said, do not fade Pac-Moon, do not fade Blast, do not do this, do not do that. She had an interview with Pac-Man himself, her and Warden. So like that's the kind of that would be like the equivalent of fucking I don't know, Thread guy interviewing Vitalik, I guess. I don't really know a good analogy, but like point being is like you have to, as a creator, if you are trying to be a creator, where you're just trying to grow your account in some way, shape, and form, you try and think of something to stick with and also get excited about. Jen got excited about that. She got excited about Blast. She got excited about nerding out on videos. So like there was so many different steps for her to hit that like she loved that it got her to the point where people are like, this girl is killing it. Like there are people who try to hit multiple different things at once, right? And it's always hit or miss. But Jen just said, you know what? I'm going to do this one thing and I'm going to stick with it.
She's also been doing it for a long ass time. Go look at her tweets. She's like, here's me 11 years ago, storyboarding, making videos, doing all this stuff. So it's the typical overnight success that only took 10 years to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I will say this though. I will say this. It's one of these things where, like, you know, if someone's like, if it's someone's like a construction worker for the last 10 years, and then they try to come into this, and they're like, I don't know what to do. It's like, well, maybe do videos on construction for Web3. I don't know what to tell you. So I think that's one of these things as well, where again, you know, Special Shot's been here since 2022, and you know, it's not like one of these overnight successes or in any way, shape, or form. We've been doing really well in terms of attendance, in terms of people coming on and wanting to be on our show in general, which is a good thing to have. And so I think it's one of these things. But again, it's not like this happened overnight. This happened over the course of like a year and a half. So and even that's fast. And we still suck. So there's also that. But hey, at least we got video on sponsors.
I'm out here
Hey,
grinding,
don't
bro.
let me in on this. I don't suck. I'm amazing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we knew that already.
That's
though.
how I
That's a big deal. Everyone else sucks.
He looks like he's about to drop a fucking hot bar that's gonna just make you want to go to sleep and try again tomorrow. Kind of.
My-
drop a hot bar is crazy.
Yeah, a hot bar. That's definitely what I want to. My wife says it's cute, and I haven't worn a hat in like a year. And I was like, "Oh, you think a hat's cute?" And so I don't have that now. See, I gotta spark some love in this relationship. Whoa, hey yo, some sort of passion in this relationship. You know, I'm married and a kid, and out here in the streets. You know, fam.
So she pretty much told you the hat stays on.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly. Josie, I almost made a joke, and I restrained myself. Yeah. There was a sock joke here, Josie, but I restrained myself. So you're welcome.
But yeah. So anyway, all that to say was we had a great discussion today in general with Fantasy Top. Big Nose, right? This is one of these things that have been beaten to death, but also doesn't really seem to be going away, right? Because this is one of these things where we talked about a little bit earlier of just because you don't have the conviction in it and multiple others people do doesn't mean there's not something there. Right? And I'll be honest, I'm not saying I don't have the conviction. It's just I'm just participating, right? I'm just having fun because I already have my conviction in something else, right? My conviction, obviously, as we all know, stays in Azuki, right? Because I'm good. I'm not overexposed. I'm not underexposed. I'm good. If I want to buy something Azuki related, whatever.
Yeah, and he has a whole ass show about Azuki.
I hate it here. I hate it.
Are we still throwing punches, dude? Remember the PFP chain show? That was my favorite show that I've ever been to. Actually, that was a legendary.
That was some great meta. You started the whole. I'm gonna host a space for like 2 hours. Talk about should I change it? Should I not change it? Should I buy this one or should I buy that one?
It was 30
minutes.
Oh,
it was 44 minutes.
And 5 minutes after this show.
Minutes.
Like MFR couldn't just continue the show a little bit longer and take it inside.
Okay, wait, hold on. I want it to be known right now. No one else was doing PFP change spaces before that. And all of a sudden,
man.
Yeah, all of a sudden, motherfucker pop up. I'm changing my PFP on spaces.
It's so funny.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. And then they had
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh.
Okay.
Dead.
It's the rebrand before the rebrand, bro.
I need to put this out there right now. There was only one reason why I did that spaces. And I'm gonna tell you right now. It was because I was hosting 4 spaces a week, and I could not find the fucking time to just sit down and embrace the Azuki. I just got it, right? So like, because for those of you that don't know, I had literally made the trade of the Azuki, bought it officially. It was in my wallet. 30 seconds later, Shotgun texts me and goes, "You ready? We're starting the spaces." I was like, okay. And then we went and started the spaces, and I didn't want to say it because it was just one of these things like, it feels like there's a moment, you know? And so, anyway,
The moment.
It was 45 minutes. But also, he got hacked right as I ended the spaces. So that was also not fun.
Oh, so you just admitted that you hacked Azuki.
Nah.
Everybody, did you hear
Whoa.
that? When he
No.
bought it, oh no, Big Nil, where'd you go?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
But no, it was
listen to
because there was a hack of their Twitter account, and it was come get your houses. Funny enough, barely anyone got drained because Azuki and members are not that fucking dumb. So shout out to the Azuki community for having a brain, for fucking knowing your founders and your team, knowing that they wouldn't randomly drop an Azuki land mint for no fucking reason. That joke is not going to age well. So you guys can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, just
Anyway.
elementals.
Yeah. Let's just move on with our lives. We're past it. We've already gone through the trauma. Let's just. But point being is, I started that meta. I also started the DM texting out meta because all of a sudden people are on their TLs like saying these almost see that. I'm just saying, I'm a trendsetter. Follow me for more trend setting tips. Or don't.
Or
It's up
don't.
to you. It's your loss.
Don't.
But anyway, I just wanted to say that I don't know where I was gonna go with that, but point being is I started a lot of metas, and I'm glad you guys are here for it. But that being said, great discussion today. Talked a lot about fantasy top. We talked a lot about 8phone as well, and we got into it. And a reminder, two things. One, 8phone is still minting a Magic Eden right now. Go to Jumbotron, just scroll over one or two, and the link is right there. And then two, there will be tutorial instructions for what to do coming out this Friday. Shout out to Andrew for putting that in the comments, answering someone else. So I'm going to go ahead and amplify that. So this Friday morning, you'll know what you need to do. Follow 8phone. They're up here on the panel. Turn on your noties so you know when to find it. And shout out to Andrew on that. So that being said, I want to give a big shout out to Shotgun, even though he's supposed to take today off, but coming through anyway. And a big shout out to Big Nil for also still coming through anyway. We love you. Yeah.
I was fucking chilling.
Okay, well then fuck you. I'm taking it back.
Yeah.
But anyway, point being is this Friday we're gonna be doing a podcast format, which means it's gonna be a little bit more controlled. Same thing here. We're doing it on the Special Shot Health account. I'm gonna post that out at some point today or tomorrow, so you guys know to set your reminders and come through. Same deals today. We're just gonna be doing a little bit more controlled. We're gonna have a little bit more people up on the panel. We got Dyla coming through. What are we gonna talk about? You'll find out on Friday. We're just gonna fucking shoot the shit. It's gonna be 1 hour, 12 to 1, straightforward, super easy. So we get a little bit of a break on Friday. We won't be starting at 11:30 a.m. We'll be starting at 12 p.m. EST. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you everyone for coming through. You could have gone through any spaces today, and you chose to come to this one. That you're welcome, but also we're sorry. Oh, go ahead. What? Oh yeah, I almost fucked it on his ass. But yeah, beans.
Beans.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing for this and make it look easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. Me get to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't wanna come with it. I'm a C, still a C, filler, blow up the numbers, and I ain't even no currency. I'm a new school vibe with an old soul, oh so great.
Go take a shower because y'all fucking smell. I'll see you back here tomorrow. I love you. Bye. Fucking Big Bill.